From the Weather NorCal Command Center, this is your afternoon update.
You want to go where to buy a new refrigerator? Steve's A to Z Appliance in Cottonwood? In Cottonwood? Just a 10-minute drive. And they'll save us money. New and used, honest, reliable, factory-trained repair service and parts, and they'll save us money. And dispose of this thing? We gotta make the short drive to Steve's A to Z. Thanks, hon.
Steve's A to Z Appliance, front and main streets in Cottonwood. Drive a little, save a lot.
Hello everyone, I'm meteorologist Mike Krueger, and you are watching, of course, your afternoon update from my remote studio here in South Lake Tahoe. My son is in the state championships for snowboarding. That's why I'm out here, but I can still give you the forecast from my remote studio. Let's get you right into it. We got off and on chances for showers, that should be plural, showers, through Thursday. But Friday, through the weekend, looks mild and dry. But the long range still looking wet, and you know what? Looking more and more promising. We'll get into that here a little bit later. And we've got those lower snow levels for at least the beginning of next week as some colder air begins to move in. So for the rest of the day today, this afternoon, I think we're going to see a chance for showers and thunderstorms possibly even for the valley and some of the higher elevations. But look at Trinity County, look at the north coast. You don't have any raindrops falling from you. Now, there may be a passing shower or two, but overall, I don't anticipate much activity for Trinity County or the North Coast in general. Del Norte County, I think maybe, okay? Maybe even southern Humboldt, but for the most part, not that much activity. And just kind of that mix snow, just depending on your elevation. There you can see some of the elevations there for Siskiyou County, Modoc County, and the Eastern Mountains. So some of that just unstable air that is in place. So there's the activity coming in from the south-southwest. Spin of low pressure to the, you can see the left abandoned as a point of reference. That's what's going to be moving through this afternoon, helping to destabilize the atmosphere a little bit more on top of what we call the convective nature of these showers and thunderstorms here. So you can see the area of green, at least based from the Storm Prediction Center, where we have the best potential to see those thunderstorms here for today. Now to the south, for tomorrow, we may see that out towards places like Tehama County southward. And when we look at Futurecast, you'll see what I'm talking about and why that's in there. So here we are around midday. We take you through the afternoon. Most of the activity is off to the east. You see how we're seeing Modoc County, Lassen, Plumas County, even Siskiyou County seeing some activity. Now, we're beginning to see by around mid-afternoon some showers and maybe even some thunderstorms popping up in parts of the valley. But look at Del Norte County, Humboldt County, look at Trinity County. You're still dry. Now we go later in the afternoon into the evening, all right, maybe something clipping northern Del Norte County and maybe southern Humboldt County, and maybe even southern portions of Trinity County. But again, see how it's fairly dry there. We're looking at rain-snow mix. Snow levels around 4,000 feet here for this afternoon and evening for Siskiyou County, Modoc County, Lassen, of course, the mountains east of the valley as well. And you're seeing some activity here and some showers and even some possible thunderstorms. You notice it's kind of favoring to the south, by the way, but we still can't rule out some activity even for the Redding area. And then, of course, it kind of bubbles up again this evening, but by 10 o'clock, we're just looking at one main area that's going to produce some heavy snow at times in Plumas County. You can see things are starting to kind of quiet down elsewhere, but still maybe some leftover showers, even 10 o'clock tonight for parts of Butte County. That scoots down to the south, and you can see some more energy coming in from the north on the back side of the area of low pressure by Thursday morning. Now, this is when I expect to see some of the lower snow levels. So you're talking about the potential for snow in Alturas and maybe even Mount Shasta seeing some of that snow, but it doesn't look to be terribly heavy, does it? It's not very heavy. We're looking at the lighter shades of blue indicating the lighter snowfall. So it may have some impacts on your travel late tonight, early tomorrow morning. But by the time we go into Thursday afternoon, the activity overall begins to kind of wind down again by midday. But you see that towards Butte County. You're seeing the potential for some thunderstorms popping up there. That'll be the case here through the afternoon hours, but still pretty quiet pretty much everywhere else. By 5 o'clock tomorrow evening, most of it we're done with, and we start with the drier and warmer trend as we take you into your Friday afternoon, Saturday, and Sunday. Now, when we're dealing with scattered showers, it's kind of almost a disservice to show you the rainfall totals. I think we're going to see some accumulating rain in Redding, but it just depends on who sees the thunderstorms, who gets caught under these brief periods of heavy rainfall, and that's really going to be the bottom line of it all. But just kind of give you a general overall nature of the snow. Again, I don't think we're even going to see a mix for Hayfork or even Etna. So scratch that off. We're not going to see anything there. Wairika, maybe, yes. Mount Shasta, you're borderline through this time frame that you might see for a short period of time some light accumulating snow that could equate up to 1 inch to 2 inches. And that would be mainly tonight and tomorrow morning. Okay, and then of course to the east of that, you can see just how insignificant the amount of snow is for those lower mountain communities. It's down towards southern Plumas County that we're seeing the bulk of that snow, and that's where we're going to see the biggest concerns and issues. But bottom line, tonight, tomorrow morning, this is when, if you're traveling in the mountains, especially north on I-5 and especially east of I-5 in particular, that's where you're going to want to check those road conditions here for, again, late tonight and tomorrow morning. So you can see the high pressure will be in place here for Friday, Saturday, even Sunday. The storm system now approaching sometime around Monday is when that rain comes in. There's the area of low pressure, colder air moving in, lower snow levels, and then it looks like this one storm system after another coming in Tuesday, and then even Wednesday of next week. If you look way off to the west there, that could be impacting weather by the end of next week. Now the timing, the intensity of all this, it's going to change, but looking more and more promising for a cooler and wetter pattern for next week. So here's what you can expect the rest of the day. Today, temperatures upper 50s to around 60, chances for thunderstorms in the valley. 40s for the higher elevations, low 50s for the north coast. For tonight, low 40s for the valley, 20s for most of you in the higher elevations, and upper 30s along the coast. All right, let's take a look at your 7-day forecast. Starting off with the valley, you've got that chance for thunderstorms this afternoon, maybe some showers on Thursday, but don't count on much on Thursday. And it's around Butte County, Glenn County. You may see an isolated thunderstorm tomorrow afternoon as well. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, it's dry. Monday, Tuesday, more wet weather in the forecast. For the coast, for inland, mainly dry today and tomorrow. Maybe a passing sprinkle shower here or there, but overall mainly dry. And then for Weaverville, mainly dry today and not much going on for you even on Thursday. And then I do expect drier conditions across the board Friday through the weekend, but then more wet weather and those lower snow levels by early next week. For Siskiyou, Modoc County, the Eastern Mountains, basically just cool and unsettled today and tomorrow. And you're going to be looking at kind of a rain-snow mix today. By tonight, tomorrow, now we're seeing the better potential of it down to about 3,000 feet, maybe locally lower. And then we're back up to about 3,500 feet here through the day on Thursday. Drier for Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then more wet weather looks like for early next week with those lower snow levels and temperatures also cooling off as well. That's your afternoon update. I'll be back again this evening at 6 o'clock right here from my South Lake Tahoe remote studios. Have yourselves a great afternoon, and we'll see you this evening.
Barr & Mudford is a top established firm here in the North State. Founded over a half-century ago, Barr & Mudford is protecting the rights of our neighbors and community. We take our commitment to our clients very seriously and provide a level of excellence unrivaled in the North State. Barr & Mudford, standing up for the rights of our neighbors and our beautiful community, serving Northern California with excellence.